broadcaster program. This went live today, and in short, let me get my notes here real quick. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. In short, the top broadcaster program. It is. I mean, you can read the whole thing here if you want to. You're probably not going to, but there's going to be exclusive Twitch swag that only the top broadcasters can get. The first of which being these fancy jackets that will never be on sale. These will only be if you have this on. This is like being royalty whenever you attend any. If you attend TwitchCon, for example, and you are seen with this, presumably you'll have them live before then. You are a swag god. You are of the elite class of streamer that Twitch really appreciates you being around. You know, they're trying to make you feel special and whatnot. Now, so first, before I get into the reaction to this and why I felt this was worth covering right now, so let's further describe exactly what this is. This is a public appreciation of those spending hundreds of hours of effort producing content for Twitch. So this is not limited to, while this does show appreciation to those who are already, I guess, quote-unquote, potentially self-sustaining or successful when it comes to streaming, it is not limited to those people. There are some exceptions to people who are actually staying, who are you know, not doing streaming as a full-time thing in any form, who may qualify to be in this top percentile of streamers, right? Now, how they qualify, how if you are of the top percentile is there's an effort measured across 7 stats: minutes watched, hours broadcast, total followers, total subs, subscriber growth, average concurrent viewers, and your max peak concurrent viewers. Like, for example, I peaked at what, 2,400 today, but my average might be like I don't know, what, 1,500 or whatever. I don't know. I'm not used to getting a view count this high, so I couldn't tell you exactly. And then now you don't have to excel at all 7 of those stats. Those are all the ones that are measured. You need to excel at majority. So 4 of any of the 7. If you are excelling at any 4 of those 7, you are defined as a top broadcaster. This is to help. You don't have to have like raw view count to be considered top. Like, you can have, you know, there are some people. I can think of. I'll throw you a positive example right now. There's Brotato has like, oh dude, like 700 subs, and his view count lingers on average like, you know, 300 to 400 or whatever. So like, there's a guy who clearly is hitting all of his time zones, and I know I sound a little sellout whenever I'm going over this. But this is the reality of the situation here. Like, you know, these are the kind of things I think about whenever you're trying to expand your stream to be self-sustaining. You can't view it as selling out. That is like a stupid, dumb, dated meta meme that means really nothing now. Like, it's the same people who have the same poison mentality that's never gonna lead to them being happy with streaming or whatever. Stuck in your old ways of 2011 when things were different. Things have changed now, and streaming is a very rapidly changing, growing thing that has a very organic meta that is continuously going to change further and further as the landscape of the importance of the only totally free mass communication tool, the internet, innovates everything for everyone. Kids not watching TV, they're on the internet. So this is why this is really, really important to observe and whatnot. A lot of big words there. I think you're following along here. So okay, that's let me move this real quick here, because I want to show you my notes here as I follow along here. All right. So one second here. Okay, so you know Alright, so let's do this right here. Okay, alright, so alright, I'm sorry if you're on mobile and you can't see this. I'm sorry, I didn't make it pretty ahead of time or whatever. Alright, so I went over the 3 things that explain what the top broadcaster is. So let's cover what positive things it does. Right, exclusive, never for sale Twitch swag for those who qualify for it. That's one of the many intended benefits. They didn't elaborate on anything beyond that. You are VIP to Twitch parties, and I went to a Twitch party while I was out in LA after E3. I was invited to one. What this means is, like, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this here. I have a couple of pictures to explain what I'm talking about there, but in short, a Twitch VIP party is like being in like a, pretty much, it's like going to like a party Kanye West would go to, but of the Twitch universe, like all the AAA broadcasters. Like name any person that you already know of, and anyone with a global emote, they're gonna be there. Like you know, Ann Mouton, who's a beast at her singing in the music category or playing GTA 5. She's one of the really awesome female streamers that does not do the whole, like, you know, tits and cam and butt and ass and spandex and bending over with the whiteboard while showing her badonka-donk while what, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's really not even them. It's more of the thirsty niggas who fall for that shit day in and day out for their affection. But no, like, Ann's an awesome person. Fuck, I mean, just name anyone, dude. Like, I'm gonna go over. I'm kind of spoiling the party I was at or whatever, but like anyone who's big, or they were all there. And there's like, I'm not sure if it's really gonna flow here, but for example, when you're VIP, you skip the line. And again, I'm gonna go over this again because I was at the party or whatever, right? But when you're VIP, you get to go into the party first, and you and other VIP members can mingle in private before the regular tier guests can just go in there and shit it all up or whatever. So if you're VIP, you get first access, and it's y'all, the elite, having a nice, pleasant conversation before the DJ starts blaring and all the other shit happens or whatever. Not only that, but whenever you're there, I would assume that party venues would have 2 floors, like any other dance club. And like if you're VIP, you're on the highest balcony, watching over all the plebs, like the greedy king at any pick your Assassin's Creed, whatever the asshole king is. That's you. You're that. So you and the other VIPs all mingle while looking at all the plebs, scrapping around, fighting for dance space, no chairs on the dance floor, whatever like that. And then final benefit here, connects to corporate partners. So if you're already doing good, and this is the reality situation here.
Tell me, Gohan, Super Saiyan level 2. Who the fuck is you? No, like Gohan, I'm the shit.
Alright, I'll pause for a second here. Devin is dead with the 20, and he said here, let me see, what did he say here? It's actually a really nice message here. He said, Grats on the PP in second place. The lab gains are showing, but I need one of those super fap-tacular Fujino posters. Oh, son, I already know. Also, fucking trigasm when... I don't know if that was supposed to be like a cat noise, or is that like a raptor squeal, or like a... I'm not quite sure exactly, but I'll assume it's like a half cat, half raptor squeal. I don't know, you tell me how that's supposed to sound here, I'm not even sure. Dude, no, remind me, I got you. I actually got to do one for Razor Fur Toofies here right now. But dude, I got you, son. I'm going to sign for you. Actually, I got it. I got those right over here. I should have had these already ready. I'm fucking dumb. Sorry. So if any of the subs in chat can spam the waifu emote, you may not know who my waifu is, my one and only, my absolute precious here, but I have this, I do have posters for subs if they want them, profit free and whatnot. You have here the one and only, the glorious Fujino from the great Hatsu Inu. Got this fantastic, absolutely G-rated picture here of her and her lovely Sun Sailor Faku, possibly, just it's hot outside, so no bra, no big deal. And then I have here the I got here the I'm using the most advanced censoring techniques possible here, and it's just the technology's limited right now, but I have the most advanced, I don't know if there's any cops here right now, I have the most advanced Fujino lewd spread here for the homies who really want that. G-rated. This one's more like a PG-13 a little bit, but if you want that good, he said he wanted that fat-tacular, so I'm gonna hook him up with this one. I'm gonna autograph it for him on stream once we're done talking, but it's gonna be a while from now because we got a lot to talk about. So remind me, I may forget, my bad, son, if I do. Dude, the cops are here. Wait, actually, I don't have my water, dude. Fuck. Hang on, let me grab my water real quick, and then we're gonna continue this shit right here. All right. So to continue here, so connections to corporate partners. The reality is, if you're already doing well, that opens up more opportunity for those who are interested in like getting your attention. You have built a viewer base, a brand name, recognition, whatever, and when you establish that point is when ad revenue begins. But not only that, but like opportunity comes. You can get sponsored by, that's why you see the DX racer chairs. That's why you're seeing the shirts, the merchandise, coffee mugs, cell phone cases, whatever. You expand for merchandising and vice versa. You get sponsored by merchandise in hopes of, that selling because your brand's attached to that. It's recognizable, whatever. These are all more effective than the dated concept of a typical commercial. Commercials build awareness, but you, the streamer, show an intimate relationship with the viewer, and the viewer looks up to you for that intimate connection to be established. This is all nothing new. You already get all this, but point is, if you're already big, this is where it's a little bit unfair. But what are you gonna do? This is where you did the hustle to make this happen, so you get connected to corporate partners. They want to talk to you, whether it be game devs, particularly the mobile game devs, are fucking hella thirsty for any streamer that's worth a fuck to play their game. If it's good or bad, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's something new there, but yeah, connections to corporate partners, which may happen at Twitch parties. These are the benefits of getting there, right? Now, let's go over the negatives though. So I went over the explained positives are, but let's cover the negatives, right? And then I have a third section here I'm gonna go over in a second. All the responses to Twitch's tweet about it were negative for the most part, and ultimately that there's an at face value that the rich get richer. So let's take a second and let's look at what the responses were to that given tweet. So the official blog entry is right here, and then the actual tweet is right here. If you go down here, there's a lot of some perks for the big streamers. Explicitly here, one of the comments in the description of the Twitch blog was that even if you have one of the descriptions here about those who are being recognized, saying that 30,000, I'm sorry, you can't see it right here, having 30,000 followers will be recognized. So 30,000 followers is teased as the low end of what will be accepted, not just the biggest of big wigs, but even 30K can get you in this top broadcaster program, right? So this is where people get a little bit upset and feel excluded because they only have 30,000 followers, right? Where's my notes at? Shit, dude. Okay. And then we continue going down here. So this is the program to stroke the egos of partners. Another spotlight for streamers who are already partnered. What about us scrubs? Kappa, capping and Twitter already doing it bad. Not that I'm calling them out here. It's just my own private thought. You don't have to be mad about it. I like how you mentioned only has 30,000 followers. Like that is a small number. How about 300? Long overdue partnership instead of a track jacket. There's just a lot. There's a lot of. You guys being fucking sick. There's just a lot of salt. A lot of salt here. Top broadcaster, complete sellout, or a cam slut. Thank you. There's a lot going on here, man. A lot going on here.
Tell me, Gohan, Super Saiyan level 2. Who the fuck is you? No, like Gohan, I'm the shit.
And then 20 from Agent Cartman, who said, "The rich get richer at Twitch. Lol. Also Rusty PB. What the fuck? Swag." And he wants a poster, son. Cartman, I will get you that poster, son. Don't worry. So we're gonna do that a little bit later here. All right. So let's continuing what I'm talking about here. Yeah, if you're a Twitch slut, or look, green screen, pro lighting, $500 mic, commission, sub donation alerts, gimmick, catchphrase, overhyped personality equals profit. Just a lot of salt here, So let's start off with the a couple of misconceptions I feel that are worthy. And I'm not targeting these people because, again, I'm not. That'd be really pity of me to fucking target people on Twitter individually as if I want to call them out. Not even doing that. I'm more wanting to let's go over some misconceptions. Okay, so this guy Oh, I'm sorry. And then I tweeted out. Where did I do that? I tweeted out my quick impression of that. Seems like rich get richer ordeal, but compare the landscape. YouTube does this way worse. The whole like recognizing broadcasters up and coming or big, either way. May discuss further tonight, which I linked that tweet here, and I got some interesting responses here. So like in particular here, what about those guys like me who get the odd 1 or 2 viewers even though I broadcast upwards of 8 hours a day? So first off, to elaborate on that right there, that there's a very that's an invalid mentality. Okay, so I'm gonna elaborate on that here real quick. Understand. Let's see, how do I want to word this here? Okay. All right. So what this guy is implying here, whenever he's frustrated about that, is that stream growth is just due to fall into your lap due to just sheer volume of streaming, which is not at all the case here. You're not going to be automatically, and this applies to nothing. You're not automatically rewarded with success from just blindly streaming at a sheer volume of time. Time invested does not blindly equal success. That's not how streaming works. I don't know if anyone does that. Also, that whole perspective on like you're thirsty for the gains rather than enjoying what you're doing in the first place is actually another invalid thing. This is the very common misconception of the things successful people do in their stream is a byproduct of becoming successful. That makes sense. Like you don't do sub giveaways, donation alerts, sub Snapchat, sub whiteboard. You don't do all these, and again, I'm using the word gimmicks. Gimmicks is not necessarily, it has a negative connotation, but it means what it means. You're using using a gimmick to stand out in your stream. It's not inherently negative. It's just new and different. You don't use these gimmicks when you're at this low rate of stream growth. This is the equivalent of being small. This is the equivalent. Okay, right. This is the equivalent of having less than 1,000 followers, having like a 300, 400, 500 follow special. The reality is you met that follower milestone by doing what you do. Celebrating said milestone by not doing what you did to get that growth makes no sense to me. You don't do some like random. You don't simulate being a variety streamer by doing whatever game you've always wanted to play. You don't simulate being a variety streamer, which is what is all over Twitch and YouTube, whether it be the completely oversaturated Let's Plays to the tens of thousands, and I do mean literally tens of thousands, possibly attempted variety streamers who do not stand out from each other at all. You're not gonna fucking go down to the bottom of Call of Duty and watch a variety streamer who does Call of Duty variable to whatever, your classic retro gamer who's enthusiastic about epic Let's Playing Banjo-Kazooie with a funny commentary over each of the non-voiced characters or whatever that may be. Or else you would be there right now. There's no market for that because it's already been done on YouTube, probably in better production value 4 or 5 years ago, if not even longer than that. You're behind on the times, behind the concept, and you're stuck in this invalid mindset that you're just going to be blessed with growth if you just grind away. That's like ramming your head against the wall, hoping that eventually the wall is going. It's like being stuck in a prison and ramming against a wall, a brick wall, a stone wall, and hoping that eventually, due to your skull having so much damage from ramming endlessly like a woodpecker, the wall's going to eventually break. It's like it's stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to attack this guy here particularly right here, but that's an invalid mindset on stream growth, which I can elaborate. I can elaborate on stream growth a little bit later, but I have another. There was another tweet I got a response to here, and I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna reveal the rest of my my points I'm looking at right now, and that would be the next point here is that this guy responded to me too, and he said that I don't think many speedrunners will benefit from this. More for streamers who play the popular games. I don't think this is actually true necessarily. Now, mind you, the benefits are not clearly paid out yet. It's announced the first one, but no, speedrunners never benefit from this. The whole, it can definitely happen if you're already in the top percentile, but you can get there too if you just you have to innovate. You have to stand out and innovate. The reality is, now let's go over that here, because like This guy is assuming that speedrunners can't get to this point because very few speedrunners are big enough to rival what this guy's already got going, or what the other big wigs have going on to get that stream growth and to get that traffic. All right, the reality is, all right, and this is me keeping it like totally real improv right here, okay? The reality is, you come to streams for interactivity. You come here to get what broadcast television can't give you. You come here to give what a static YouTube video can't give you, the real-time interaction, right? And those who oppose a stream meta or whatever already successful streamers are doing to acquire stream growth, to acquire new audiences, are just stuck in an older time. They're stuck in 2012. Sure, 2012 times were different. The whole stream meta was new. The whole sellout meta, face cam, mic, interaction, all of that was to some degree frowned upon once upon a time. Donations were frowned upon long ass time ago. There's like this absurd money is going to completely corrupt every morale of speedrunning, right? This was a thing a long time ago, and again, like I said way earlier, the internet is insanely evolving at a rapid rate. People are, every year Twitch is getting bigger. You think about, it's even hard to even remember how Twitch was in 2012 compared to how it is now. Twitch is now a standard app on almost every current gen console. You know, every model phone has a Twitch app to some degree, whether it's good or bad. Twitch is literally anywhere, literally everywhere. You know, there are still people who are discovering more about it, but I promise you, it is year by year, there'll be more people who know of Twitch. If you are gaming, you are synonymous with Twitch. Even more effectively, especially when every major game release happens, there are more and more people who are relying less on publication reviews because of the, whether it be Gamergate or just the dated concept of just reading someone else's word. Why even give a fuck about someone's word and the random number assigned to it at the end of the day when it's a biased thing in the first place? We can just go to Twitch or YouTube and either watch static gameplay and judge for yourself, or even better, watch live gameplay and have even a better idea of how actual, non-biased, neutral third parties are playing that game, and then you get an assessment of whether or not you want to play it and whatnot. So the more and more event games that do that, the more people that are going to come to watch live gameplay, get an idea of what it's like, the more Twitch grows, the more it is relevant to the entire internet culture altogether. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to get bigger over time, right? And sorry, I'm going big here with the thoughts, and I forgot where I was going with that here. Oh, and so yeah, the reason some streams work and others don't is because of the engagement, of the intimacy, like what you're already savvy with, whether it be like, you know, you're gonna flock to the games you already know, Vice City or whatever. So if you are really into Vice City, you're gonna go to someone who's speedrunning, either playing or speedrunning Vice City, because you already understand enough there, and hopefully they'll give you the catered commentary to make your understanding become intimate like theirs of the game over time, and that interests you and whatnot. There's a reason why, like for example, like so people would frown upon selling out in a speedrun stream because they are, you know, talking, or I'm not playing a game immediately right now, and they'd be upset about that. But or the ideal thing is they want people to do, you know, just speedrun more, play more games or whatever. And now let's take that implied notion from 2012. It's not technically there right now, and take it to apply to the music section of Twitch, the section you probably rarely visit. If there was someone who had, like, I don't know, Fruity Loops open, like just, you know, no cam, no mic, just Fruity Loops open, and it was making a fantastic beat. I don't know how he's doing on Fruity Loops because that's a shitty program in the first place. But he's making a super dope Kanye West beat on Fruity Loops. And you get in there, you don't understand the user interface, you understand what the layers are, you don't know what the fuck anything means. There's no catered understanding of what's going on, so you have no emotional attachment or engagement in what's happening, so you fucking leave. You try to understand it, no one's helping you out, no one's talking, the guy's not looking at chat because he's busy making this beat or whatever, so you bounce. Comparatively, you go to another stream where there's a DJ who is talking to chat, explaining, you know, I'm in Fruity Loops right now, I'm trying to make this really hot beat, I like the drums, I don't really like the synthesizers or whatever, so I'm trying to troubleshoot that right now. He explains to you and makes your understanding meet the accessibility of what is currently engaged in helps you get engaged, and then you're further in there. There's a reason why the accessible streams that have lots of talking, interaction with chat are successful. This is just the thing. This is shit. Again, this is why you, the 2012 speedrunning fan that hates non-speedrunning, non-gameplay, don't go to other things because you don't understand them and you're not engaged in them either. You're applying and being biased towards the one thing you're into and thinks that that's how everything should be when you do. It's not even a consistent mindset. It's fucking stupid. So this is why streams work, or the ones that are already successful work, and why others don't. You can't just ram your head in the wall 8 hours a day and hope that things are going to change. Right? So there's a quick understanding of why speedrunners can definitely become top streamers. It takes effort. There are so many times. Also, thank you. I'm in your backpack. Was that who it was? This is the reason why speedrunners, this guy who asked right here, speedrunners, can they become popular? Absolutely. But it takes effort to not, one, don't be upset at the casuals or those who are ignorant about not understanding the intricacy of speedrunning, when you should be upset at the fact that it's completely inaccessible for the most part. There is no YouTube videos that really explain the history of speedrunning. There's no, like, the Smash Brothers of speedrunning. There's, like, if you came into speedrunning today, there's, you know, to go to SRL, you know, to go to, you know SDA is kind of a site, but there's no, like, starter guide really to anything. There's a wiki, but it all requires a shit ton of effort. Now, again, take what's currently available as tools that are accessible to get into speedrunning, to understand it, or to even participate in it, and replace speedrunning with something you really don't want to fucking do, like whether it be video editing, making music, or being a god at origami, or whatever, any fucking obscure hobby, whatever. Are you really gonna, like, think about it? Look how shitty the current setup is for acquiring a thorough understanding and an invitation to participate or understanding speedrunning currently. This is because it's poor right now. That's the reason why you have so many casuals who come from the GDQs, because that is the point. That is the most accessible point of understanding speedrunners, because everyone provides like a level 0 commentary for everything they're doing. So hopefully the masses with the big view count understand what the fuck is going on. If you're not doing this to engage people who are going to come to your stream, this is the reason why you don't pick up any viewers. You gotta look at the fact that you're failing in your eyes or whatever. I mean, maybe it's successful, I don't know. The reason why you're failing and you're not picking up from there on to fail less, adapt more, go on. So that's that. Now to continue. All right. So there, I explained why streams work now. Yo, what's up, Warlord? What's up, son? Okay, I haven't gotten to the real talk yet, dude. I'm still laughing off right here. Okay. Alright, so let's so now you understand why streams work. Let's go over the final point. These are all my variables concerning the Twitch top partnership program, okay? Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Okay. So I kind of went over how stream growth works, or at least why spamming streaming, you know, just dumping hours in doing the same thing, it's not gonna get you where you want to be. If that, the money, it's only if you desire stream growth because you want to be part of this program or whatever, right? But let's take a second here though. Let's pause here, because like people are fucking mad about this. So let's compare the landscape. How is YouTube doing on this kind of thing? Does YouTube even recognize top people? Is there like a YouTube thing at all? I mean, okay, YouTube had like a creator studio where people had access to high production value green screen, cameras, equipment. You can look into this if you want to. The YouTube Creator Studio. I want to say it debuted in 2008, and they invited all the top people at the time to help make their streams bigger. Which technically, again, if you live in the LA area or near wherever the Google offices are, which technically is unfair because it makes the rich get richer. That's the problem here. That's kind of how this whole thing works. The rich get richer. I don't really. You want to make it fair, but the reality is you have to work hard. You got to make connections. You got to get to know people. You got to network yourself. These all sound incredibly sell out, but I mean, would you be mad at an actor who does the same thing? I mean, same thing. You know, for example, like Chris Pratt at this point he can get whatever he wants because he's already big. When you're already big, he's already, you eventually grind your way up there. You read the right scripts, you make good calls on what movies you want to sign in, whatever contracts you want to sign all together, having a good manager, having good PR, not having any dick pics leaked, not being an idiot, not making any racist comments or whatever. You know, you behave yourself well and maintain a positive PR spotlight, you will eventually become a AAA star, which who can demand $20 million per film, like that of Will Smith or fuck, I don't know, Tom Cruise or whoever the fuck, right? So you wouldn't be mad at them because you see, but there's a different stigma when it comes to this new career job of live streaming. I'm sorry, I've thought a lot about all these kind of things here. I'm throwing you a sample of the thoughts I've had that I've been holding back for a while. That I'm gonna again not dump all of it on you tonight, but just give you an idea of why people have a lot of misconceptions about this thing right here. So, YouTube had a creator studio where the already rich were getting richer, making rich production content. This was kind of the birth of these really rivaling studio production quality channels, such as I don't know if Vsauce originated at that time. That's the one that comes to mind here right now. But like, there were just a lot of channels that bumped up their production value. Like, you know, YouTube used to reek of amateur video, and then the whole concept of non-amateur YouTube debuted pretty much whenever the Creator Studio Initiative happened in 2008. And again, the rich got richer. There was no content ID tagging program, so you can just copyright, spam your ass off, and throw any comedic effect, song or video or photo, and they wouldn't get tagged for ad revenue. So you were able to sustain yourself while maintaining maximum creativity and continue to milk what broadcast competition television was not doing. That's why that happened. So there, the rich got richer too, and they had it way better, or way blatantly more advantageous than a comparative Twitch currently does. And again, this is not even me being a dick riding, Twitch nut hugging fag lord. This is me just throwing the facts at you right now. So there's that. Now, and there are some interesting parallels though between hours streamed at Twitch and minutes watched at YouTube. YouTube, I don't know if you noticed now, YouTube with their related videos, as of YouTube 2.0, the algorithm changed big time, and it went from number of hits being the most vital component to a video's success to how many minutes watched of said video. If your videos have the most minutes watched by anyone, they watched 7 of 10 minutes of your videos, every single one of them, compared to like a guy skimming a video and bouncing out, you are less successful. This is what the minutes watched was bumping these related videos up higher on most related searches with this dynamic algorithm that may have changed in the last, I don't know, there's been like 100 YouTube revisions or whatever, but point is, that algorithm, when it was active, was the reason why Let's Plays blew up in like, what, 08 or whatever? Because what content can you pump out hours of near effortlessly with just like, and just continue it going? Like, you can't do well edited professional video and have just the amount of raw minutes watched that a fucking 30 million part Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie can dump out for you. It's just not gonna happen. And mind you, that's all predating Twitch, which I feel eats a heavy component or heavy potential audience of the hungry YouTube audience. You also gotta understand there too, if you're a little isolated here, understand that there are people who legit don't even play games anymore. There are people who will watch an entire Let's Play of FF13 and get the 13 experience. There are some people who are, you know, so, I don't want to say bored, but so like broke or whatever, like, you got to think about the worldwide picture here. And I'm gonna throw out a bullshit example that probably isn't true here, but if you're like a kid in Brazil and you can't afford, because of like import tariffs or taxes or whatever, you can't afford to import a 360 or a PS3, but you have like your 0.3 up and you can watch like a 360p video of all of Final Fantasy 13, I guarantee that kid is going to watch, because he's you know, fascinated by the stimulant of all the JRPG costumes and weeaboo and having a shit waifu like Lightning and thinking, oh, what's his name, dude? What's that fucker's Hope? Is that his name, Hope? The little kid always bitches all the fucking time in 13 with the silver hair. Whatever his name is, he's stupid. I hate him. You know, they're going to indulge and watch what they can't have. You want what you can't have. So if you can't get a 360 to play this game, he's gonna watch YouTube Let's Plays of it instead. Think about how many obscure scenarios where that kind of context is being provided, and you see where people are they're watching video games, not playing them. So the landscape is not equal. And anyways, though, that's covering the minutes watched to YouTube. Comparatively, there's the same thing for or at least one of the measures, I believe, is how many hours streamed. So both of them are doing a kind of implied thing there. So, but you gotta watch out though. I didn't have a point there. I was more just bringing up the fact that there's parallels between the two. I covered the 2 tweets. The insight from attending a Twitch party. Yeah, I brought it up earlier that the you know, the sponsorships. There are people who want to. There are markets, brands, merchandising, potential sponsors that all want. They all want you. They want your. They desire your assistance because you are the ultimate tool to sell things. My Twitter, with its I don't know, 18K followers or whatever, I have never sold out or blatantly plugged anything I don't care about myself. So like, if I shadily accepted a $300 ad to promote some product I give 2 fucks about, that would be legit selling out. But the point is, my ad space on my Twitter is valuable to people, and just how the world is. Because I am a trusted source of unbiased information relevant to my interests. That's why you would follow me in the first place, right? So these are all things people want, and I promise you, these ad companies, these people, these investors, whoever it may be, these corporate sponsors, you know, guys working at Dota, guys working at League, guys working at whatever, they are hungry to have streamers play or positively represent their shit. And Twitch parties, one of the benefits of those is getting to know these people, whether you like it or not. Again, you can be mad about it being a sellout thing, but the reality is this happens. If you need an idea and you're like, oh man, well that's fucking gay, that's stupid. Nigga, go to Snoop Dogg's Twitter. Look how that nigga's plugging all the dumbest products in the fucking world. Look at any recording that's ever did a Pepsi commercial, like money. You know, who else, dude? Fucking Neil Patrick Harris doing the Heineken commercial, money. Like these are all things. You think NPH is actually drinks Heineken? You think he drinks that fucking pleb ass beer? Fuck no, dude. Like that was money. It fit his image, and he did it for the fucking money to keep the bills going. So whenever you're mad about Sellout, or you're mad about what I'm revealing to you right now, you gotta think on a neutral, lateral thinking perspective here, son. And then finally, actually I'm gonna skip the meta being personality because I haven't even gotten started on the real talk yet, dude. I'm blabbing. I'm going too hard right now. Goddamn, dude. What Twitch desires from this program. The reality is, I explain this here because the reality is Twitch wants more people like them. They want more broadcasters. They want it to be more incentive for you to be great. They want more variety, more of the potential demographics to come, more diversity in their top line of streamers. They want you to get there. That's what the whole thing is about. Like, they want more people at these parties, more qualified elites that are streaming to help continue to make Twitch healthily grow. They're thinking in terms of expansion. Even a year ago, the concept of Future Man Gaming was radical, to have a whole gimmick with a narrative behind it, the entire stream and never exit character. And now that doesn't seem so far-fetched anymore. So who's to know what things will come in terms of viral streamers from here on out, even 2 years from now, you know? So that's the whole reason it's out there, is to give you the incentive to want to get there. There is still a problem, obviously, with getting stream growth. There is still a big problem with people who are to come to Twitch who go to their following page, never go to the front page, and never find anyone new because they're content with who they already know. There are many 2012 people stuck thinking like 2012 who will never ever get out of that mindset or ever have, again, lateral thinking to see beyond that. But altogether, that is in short my short, not short at all, rant about the Twitch top broadcaster program. Okay. Whew. Take a second. Drink some water.